Welcome back to Hollywood Secrets. Today, we're uncovering the legends of old Hollywood's most memorable villains. Some of the finest, most sinister stars who left an unforgettable mark on the silver screen, yet are often forgotten by modern audiences. These actors brought a mastery of menace, complexity, and charisma to their villainous roles. And today, we're paying tribute to their haunting contributions to cinema. Get ready for a deep dive into 10 chilling talents whose unforgettable performances shaped the archetype of the Hollywood villain. Henry Daniell. Henry Daniell was a classic Hollywood villain who often portrayed aristocratic schemers and cold-blooded criminals. Known for roles in The Body Snatcher and Jane Eyre, Daniell embodied sinister refinement. His precise speech and steely demeanor turned him into a paragon of suave evil. Daniell's characters rarely displayed remorse, and his chilling style made every scene he inhabited unforgettable. However, as Hollywood changed, he gradually faded from the limelight. Despite this, his work in period dramas and thrillers remains a blueprint for the cold, calculating villain. Gail Sgard. Before actresses like Joan Crawford and Bette Davis took on dark, complex roles, Gail Sgard blazed the trail. Her intense expressions and dark-eyed gaze suited the ominous characters she played in The Cat and the Canary and The Mark of Zorro. She became known as Hollywood's original Spider-Woman, a master of hidden agendas. Though she won an Oscar and continued acting, her career was cut short by the Red Scare. Today, she is largely forgotten, but her ability to convey danger with a glance cemented her legacy among classic Hollywood's best villains. Lyl Atwell. Atwell's career was marked by a captivating menace that brought mad doctors, crazed inventors, and cunning schemers to life. His performances in Son of Frankenstein and Mystery of the Wax Museum showcased a brand of villainy, both theatrical and eerily believable. Known for his distinct, refined tone, Atwell could turn a simple line into a chilling declaration. Despite his prolific career, personal scandals cast a shadow over his legacy, leading to his relative obscurity today. Nevertheless, his unique style remains influential for horror aficionados and villain enthusiasts. Judith Anderson. Few performances in classic cinema are as iconic as Judith Anderson's Mrs. Danvers in Hitchcock's Rebecca. Her icy, unyielding portrayal of the sinister housekeeper set the standard for female villains in psychological thrillers. With her piercing gaze and intimidating stillness, Anderson brought a terrifying intensity that overshadowed nearly everyone else on screen. Yet, while she was a theater legend, her legacy in film often slips under the radar. Her role in Rebecca and subsequent films shows a level of control and presence that few actors achieve, making her one of Hollywood's greatest, if underappreciated, villains. Laird Creger. Creger's towering stature and deep voice made him an ideal candidate for chilling roles, most notably in The Lodger and Hangover Square. He brought an unusual vulnerability to his villains, adding a layer of sympathy to characters otherwise consumed by madness or obsession. Tragically, his life was cut short by a risky surgery, and he passed away at just 31. Creger's legacy is one of unrealized potential, as his brief career hints at a versatility and depth that could have led to even more remarkable roles. George McCready. With a scar from a childhood accident that added to his ominous look, George McCready had an appearance tailor-made for classic villains. In films like Gilda and Paths of Glory, he conveyed a mix of elegance and ruthlessness that made his characters memorable. His menacing tone and sharp wit gave his villains an intellectual edge, yet his name rarely surfaces today. McCready's distinctive style set him apart, making him an unsung hero among those who appreciate subtle, cerebral villainy. Bela Lugosi. Though eternally famous for Dracula, Lugosi's depth as a horror actor is often overshadowed by this single role. He embodied other villains in White Zombie and Murders in the Rue Morgue, bringing a magnetic presence to each part. Despite his incredible talent, Lugosi's career was hampered by typecasting and personal struggles, leaving him trapped in his iconic Dracula role. His other performances deserve recognition, as they showcase a range of villainy far beyond the undead count, from voodoo masters to twisted scientists. John Carradine. Carradine's haunting voice and gaunt appearance made him a natural fit for horror and noir. Films like House of Dracula and Bluebeard showcased his ability to bring a poetic darkness to his characters, whether he played madmen or criminals. His dedication to acting was immense, leading him to appear in over 300 films, yet he remains underappreciated by general audiences. Carradine's work as a villain is a testament to his skill and commitment, making him one of the most prolific, if overlooked, talents of his time. Evelyn Ankers. While often referred to as a scream queen, Evelyn Ankers' skill extended far beyond her frightened damsels. In roles opposite monsters and madmen in films like The Wolf Man and Frankenstein Meets the Wolf Man, she brought a depth and nuance that grounded these films in reality. Though not a villain herself, her portrayals often highlighted the terror around her, making her an essential part of horror's golden age. Despite her contributions, she remains a largely forgotten figure in Hollywood history. Thomas Gomez. Gomez's performances in Key Largo and Force of Evil showcased his range, often portraying villains who were as complex as they were menacing. His characters were morally ambiguous, adding a layer of realism to his portrayals. Gomez's nuanced performances made him a standout character actor, though his legacy has faded over time. His role in noir and crime dramas left an impact on the genre, even if his name is less well-known today. Each of these actors crafted villains that went beyond simple evil, imbuing them with complexity, elegance, and depth. Though they may be forgotten by the mainstream, their work remains a masterclass in creating captivating, memorable antagonists. Let's honor their legacy and keep the stories of these old Hollywood legends alive. Don't forget to subscribe for more hidden stories from Hollywood secrets.